The fallout from the Epstein files has been swift outside the United States. In Britain, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, formerly Prince Andrew, was stripped of his title, relieved of his duties, and booted from his royal residence by his brother, King Charles. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer's government is under pressure after members of his circle were linked to Epstein, including Lord Mandelson, whom Starmer appointed ambassador to Washington. Starmer fired Mandelson-Epstein connections, and Mandelson is now under criminal investigation. Starmer is facing calls for his resignation.
But his judgment is now being really called into question. He appointed Lord Mandelson to be the UK ambassador to Washington, even though it was known at the time of the appointment that Mandelson had had a long-standing friendship with Epstein.
Norway has become the first country to bring criminal charges based on the Epstein files. A former prime minister has been charged with gross corruption over gifts, travel, and loans he allegedly received from Epstein. Norway's crown princess has apologized over her friendship with Epstein. And Norway's ambassador to Jordan and Iraq has resigned and is under investigation for corruption. In Dubai, the head of DP World, one of the largest port operators in the world, was fired after documents revealed lewd exchanges with Epstein. In the United States, there have been consequences, but not from the Justice Department. Kathy Rumler, chief legal officer of investment bank Goldman Sachs and former Obama White House counsel, resigned after documents showed she offered Epstein advice on how to respond to sex crimes charges.
Mr. Pritzker!
Billionaire Thomas Pritzker stepped down as executive chairman of Hyatt Hotels. Professors have been stripped of teaching duties, but no one has been criminally charged. And when the Justice Department finally released 3 million pages of documents, it botched the redactions, exposing victims' names, faces, and personal information, while the identities of Epstein's powerful associates remained hidden.
I've been totally exonerated on Epstein.
President Trump said it was time to move on.
A partial release of these files by the DOJ, riddled with improper redactions that expose the vulnerable and shield the powerful from accountability, is not justice. It is injustice.
Right, America deserves accountability. The victims, more than anybody else, deserve accountability. This is the largest sexual abuse scandal in American history, and it goes to the top of government, of business, of industry, and there are people who are hiding behind anonymity, hiding behind these redactions still to this day.
A prince stripped of his title, a former prime minister charged, an ambassador fired, another one resigned, also a CEO fired. But here in the United States, where Epstein operated for over a decade, the only person facing charges is one of his former girlfriends, Ghislaine Maxwell, the one who recruited the girls.
At the end of the day, I think the only way that anyone can be held accountable now is if there is something that indicates there has been some type of concerted or a conspiracy or whatever you want to call it to protect people.
For survivors, the answer is one they have lived with for 20 years.
That courage should never cost us our safety, our privacy, or our right to heal. Our current system does the opposite. The people who have harmed us, they are hidden, while survivors have been exposed. Abusers' names and contact information is redacted, while our faces and stories are left on full display. This is not protection. This is betrayal.
Nitza, Soledad, Perez, CGTN, Miami.